Test, test, test. Alright. That extra feedback is because I had the phone near the microphone. But I am listening to myself, and I sound okay right now. Now let's get started. So, we are on our return trip from Madagascar. We're going to do 2 legs out of the 4. Actually, I made it technically a 5 return trip. But we will only be doing 2 of the flights, so, and word of caution, I finally figured this out. If you're a long-time simmer, you've figured it out already, but I just figured this out. The ICAO codes don't always match reality. In fact, Foxtrot Mike Alpha Delta, our departing airport, the MAD part is for another airport. I typed in the name of the airport we're departing from into the, into a search, and there is no ICAO code for this airport, so they just came up with one apparently. Microsoft has that freedom to override, well, it's not reality, so I guess they have that authority to add ICAO codes, but again, it's not real. However, Foxtrot Mike November Charlie is real. We're gonna use the 172 for this trip. Flight number is 236 and I'm only gonna do the other leg we're doing is McGee Tyson Kilo Tango Uniform Sierra. No wait, that's wrong. No, that's right, KTYS. 07 Tango November Corn Tassel. So, McGee Tyson to Corn Tassel. And then I off stream have to go do some flights and see if we can head over to Palm Beach and attempt to unlock my aerial advertising. So, I need to get in here. We're doing low altitude for each of my flights today. So yeah, instead of doing the whole journey, I figured we just do part of it. And what liver are we going with today? I like the blue, but every time I pick the blue, it seems to not work correctly. Now, I don't know why we have 2 default textures in here. We'll try it, but every time I pick the connection lost. Active. I do. I swear. Oh. I kind of was already loaded. I didn't start the game from. I didn't actually start the game. It was already running because apparently I forgot to turn. We're just gonna go with the default then. What did I say? Flight number 2363. See there, it reconnected itself. Oh, how about that? No, I usually do that. I usually have my first flight fixed and ready to go. So we're gonna be Cessna 2363. Ooh, no, go back in. Alright. So, we're starting hot, there's no parking spot. So, let's see what this looks like in 2020. I've only been here in 2024 to this airport. So, I'm actually doing some comparisons. But yes, tomorrow, we'll be heading to Palm Beach. I think the way I'm thinking of doing that should be about, three steps, but I gotta do some research today for what I'm wanting to do for the second step of that flight. Alright, so, we are ready to go. I don't like where they positioned me. But this is the start of the runway. So, co-pilot's aircraft. If they can't get us off the ground, then I'll restart the flight and do it. And we're not gonna clear the trees. Alright, no, restart. They weren't gonna clear the trees. Consider that a crash by me doing it. Alright. No. Me. What? Alright, fine. I took back control. If you're using Copilot, remember to, before you restart a flight, to put it back into your control. But I'm probably the only person that routinely uses the Copilot feature in 2020. Alright. Am I gonna have to reload the flight plan? As the... Okay. Now, this is not exactly the same flight plan we took to come down to, Fmad. I think we're a little more inland than this for part of it. But we were basically over the water. Alright. Well, we know, or I know, the Cessna can do a stall takeoff. Not necessarily a stall landing, but they should be able to do a stall takeoff. So, for aerial advertising, I'm not going to even attempt to do the mission. I've done it in my past. You've seen my attempts if you watched any of my career modes. And I just thoroughly suck at that, so. Release the brakes. For some reason the engine wanted to die on its own. Alright, folks, that was terrible. Okay. I just have to hold us. There we go, okay. Co-pilot's aircraft. Ooh. So, again, if you're on controller, you use the left thumbstick as your yoke. So basically, to activate this, and I haven't remapped it, it's the Copilot features Control Alt X. So I had to use my left hand. I didn't have to, but let's just say I can't quite figure it feels awkward if I use my right hand. Anyway, so I had to switch the controller to my right leg, and hold the joystick back enough so we didn't lose altitude, and with my left hand move it to where I needed to without looking. it's not easy.
Antananarivo Center Cessna 236 is at 500 feet, climbing 3,000 feet.
Cessna 236 Antananarivo Center altimeter 30.09 radar contact, continue.
Do we even have lights on correctly?
Cessna 236
okay.
you are 36 miles southeast. Maintain present heading and altitude, expect vectors visual runway 11 approach.
Maintain present heading
So,
and altitude, expect vectors visual runway 11 approach Cessna 236.
There's no travel to today. We are in we are doing the full flights. What was I gonna check? I think, yeah, should be IRL. Today's the 6th. So it's still the 6th over there. Okay, yeah, we're in IRL time, so it's, yeah, like I said, we're gonna fictitiously assume we, from where we landed, we're gonna take some quote-unquote medium cargo up to Cairo, and then Cairo, we're gonna fly back to Atlanta, and then Atlanta, we're gonna fly to Tyson-McGee, and then Tyson-McGee will pick up our last leg. I already showed you guys coming out here. Granted, we went straight from Horntassel to Atlanta. And, for our leg going home, I will switch it to the Cherokee. Okay, so I sound good now, and I want to get a sip of coffee, which means the mic is going to move, and then I don't know. So, if you're someone that watches these every day, and I don't know if anybody does watch these every day I put them up, that would mean that you're spending at least 2 or 3 hours with me every day in some way. I called the flight school, talked to the instructor. He's got to talk to his instructors because he's the head honcho, and find out who's going to work with me. And based on the price he quoted, should be able to come up with a way to do at least 2 flights a month. And we will forego ground school. You know what's funny is when you know what things are, and then you have to explain them to people that don't know. So I had to try to explain to my dad and my brother what ground school was, and I probably got it wrong. But I don't know if we'll completely do it because I'm interested in doing walk around. However, since I'm always going to be with a, I'm going to say I'm going to always be flying with a certified pilot, you know, instructor basically. That, you know, knowing fuel, pressure, all that, which is more visual thing anyway. So I'm not sure. But majority of ground school is inappropriate for me. And you gotta know that stuff in order to go PPL, and I'm not able to do that anyway. So, IRL flying is within my future. I think he said we might put me in the Cessna 177 Cardinal. It's easier to get in and out of than the Cherokee was. So, I think my first lesson, personally, I'd like to just get in the cockpit, get familiar with it, and I don't know if I want to go up and do my discovery flight that day, so price might change. That might just be sitting in the cockpit, maybe starting it up, but not renting it too long. That might be a different price than actually spending the hour in the air, so. But, ooh, sorry, didn't mean to do that. So, there are some expenses I gotta cut back. Just one, but I normally don't spend that much on it anyway. I get cigars. I smoke at least one a day. And, I spend quite a bit this month. So, I'm gonna buy, there's a cigar brand that's like $2.50 a stick, and no, I've tried all the more expensive stuff, I've tried different brands, and I still keep going back to these. They seem to always have the same consistency, and I like them, and they're cheap. Actually, I've come across that, like, the cheaper cigars that I buy, I seem to like better than the, $8 to $12 ranged ones. So, and I can get like 40 cigars, 2 packs of 20 for like half the price I paid to get 20 cigars for this month. So, but yeah, my bills are kind of weird. I have $500, roughly. Yeah, I got rent, I got groceries, I got a cell phone bill. Now I got flight school, and I have cigars. So, the only thing I won't be buying is more content to make my sim look better. I don't think there's any extra tools I need. I did buy some stuff this week, this month. I will not be adding to my collection unless I can more career mode planes in 2024. The funny thing is, I can add all the career planes I want, but I might not ever fly them unless I intentionally select to fly that aircraft by, going down my filters and selecting that certain aircraft. You would think my radios are broken, wouldn't you? But they're not. At least I don't think they are. I did pick low altitude, so we're only gonna go to about 3,000 feet. But, this is roughly the trip you take when you go to do your first cargo mission. You just go in the opposite direction. I don't know what the name of that island is off of Madagascar. I don't know if it actually has a name, but Madagascar is its own country. It is definitely huge. Although, on every map I've seen it, other than in Google Map, and it always was distorted. So, yeah. Oh, I got my Dungeon and Dragon character name and backstory figured out last night. So, my brother, sister-in-law, our cousin and his wife, and I start a campaign, and we're all at level 1 next week, next Saturday. I'm really becoming more of a nerd and geek the older I get, I swear. But what's funny is I used to... Star Trek is my thing, but it's not nearly my thing lately. I don't pay for Paramount Plus to watch it, or whatever. Wrestling used to be my thing from like 2000 to 2015, before I was like, it started getting boring. But I got all the TV series from the original series of Star Trek all the way up into Enterprise, which was the early 2000s. I got all the movies, the TOS and TNG movies. I even got some documentaries. But then I've only got one. I think I've only got one. No, I have all 3 of the Kelvinverse movies. I say questionably because I can't remember. You know, the thing is, I bought all these DVD sets, and I think I ran through them once. Now they're just sit in a cabinet in hopes that they go to someone that likes Star Trek as much as I do when I'm no longer here. But, because you can't resell them for any value. They're only valuable to someone that gives a shit about Star Trek. It doesn't even look like my... Right, my light is on. So... Oh, if my parents did a yard sale, I've got a sofa. I have a sofa and a dinette set sitting out in the garage, not being used. And if I ever leave here, and that's big quotes, because I'm just, it's a pain in the ass to move. It's a pain in the ass when you're in a certain income bracket to find housing that you want to be at. But yeah, there's at least 2 flight lessons sitting in the garage. Actually, no, there's 2 months worth of flight lessons sitting in the garage. Of my stuff. But I just don't know. I don't know how long flight lessons will go. I don't think the itch will go away, but the problem is transportation. If someone can't bring me, you know, then I'm not going to be able to ever go fly. That's the problem with being legally blind and not being able to drive, is you're always at the whim of someone else. So you can't really ever have your own schedule and do things when you want to do things. Which is why I do things, I do have my own schedule, and typically I get up in the morning, I'll go grab my coffee, I get on here with you guys, and then I go out, alright, get off here, I eat, go out and smoke, come back in, and prep for the next day, and do some flights, watch TV. That's typically a day-to-day thing. Well, now I gotta throw in there, supposedly every other weekend, every other Saturday will be D&D. So, God, I thought we were almost there, but... Well, we are. I don't know why it's saying leg, but, okay. I don't recall picking an approach. I think we were going... Well, that's the thing, I didn't check. We were low IFR, I didn't check to see if we were flying an approach or not, but clearly we are. Because the airport is over there. And this flight time was 33 minutes. So I'm expecting this portion of the flight to go to maybe 40 minutes. This will definitely be a shorter stream than the last few because, again, we already did this. I'm not going to keep doing the same, or try to not keep doing the same flights over and over again in the same aircraft. It will get repetitive and views will start dropping. The fact that anybody watches these all is still amazing to me. I don't know how long people are watching them, but people are watching them. Supposedly. I mean, I keep slowly getting views. Okay, so my 10 seconds short from last Saturday, I think it's peaked. It hasn't changed in a day or so now. At 3.4 thousand views. And that's only a 10-second video my dad made. Now, my actual full IRL flight has 39 views. Which is more than I get from my regular... My regular is... I shouldn't say that, because I had a video... Oh, I did a reenact of my flight using the Cherokee. And I did that in the sim. I think that was in 2020. Yeah, it's in 2020. That's got 27 views, but typically, like, yesterday had 13, the day before was 8. Somehow I didn't have the caps lock turned on, and my IKO codes were lowercase in the title on that day, 2 days ago. Yeah, a flight earlier in the week, 3 views, 2 views, well, I don't get that many. And these are my YouTube views. I can tell you, let's see. I say that. Huh. Only 1 view for yesterday. So no one's watching my Twitch views on demand. 3 views the day before. And that's all I can tell you about that right now. I tried to clip a video the other day for someone I was watching on Twitch, and I clipped what I thought I clipped was not what that actually got clipped. So it's funny. All right. Pull up my stream manager window again. I just want to make sure I'm not echoing. Yeah, okay. I turned the...
7363 to 2,400 feet.
I turned the
Descend and
volume
maintain
off on the
2,400 feet, Cessna
preview.
236
Sorry for that coughing in your ears, folks. I hope I hit the cough button in time.
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet, Cessna 236
See, the difference in 2020 versus 24 is I don't get to pick a, like, VFR pattern. So, in 2020, flights will always be a little bit different, even if I pick the same airports and same waypoints.
Cessna 236 Airport is 12 miles at your 1 o'clock. Maintain present
Yep.
heading and altitude, report runway in sight.
Maintain present heading and altitude, Cessna 236 Cessna 236 runway in sight.
Cessna
No, I'm glad you...
236 you are 11 miles west of Foxtrot.
I don't
November
see it, but
Charlie.
okay.
Maintain present heading and altitude.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Cessna 236 Foxtrot Mike November Charlie traffic Cessna 236 11 miles west inbound visual runway 11. Foxtrot Mike November
Apparently
Charlie
we're gonna
traffic
glide
Cessna
in.
236 is on final runway 11 to land.
It's not what I would... I was gonna say, it's not what I would actually be doing here, is gliding in. We got hill... We got mountains. Alright, let's, landing view. There we go. I didn't actually pick the preset, but I know this is pretty much the landing view. And again, you can't even tell that the prop is moving. IRL, you can see it. You can tell when it's moving. I did give us a parking spot, so we're probably landing, and then we probably have to back taxi part of the runway. So, when I was talking to the instructor, and I told him that I had an inconsistency in the game is versus IRL for Monroe County Airport, he's like, yeah, those taxiways are new. We decided to put them in after 2019. I'm like, that makes sense, because I don't think Flight Sim 2024 updated their 2020 map, and they used Bing 2019 visuals. So, Microsoft, not that you ever see my videos, update the world map all over for us so that the airports look like they should, or at least closer to what they should. You did 2020, you used 19, you did 24, you should have used 2023. At least be a little more up to date. But maybe the whole process of scanning the whole globe thing was a pain in the ass and they didn't want to attempt it a second time. There are some airports where elevations are weird, and you know, that irritates me too, because I'm like, I know that's not right. That can't be right. No airport looks like that. Well, I mean, we had the issue with at Atlanta yesterday, going over the GA parking, going around the tower, and then there was, you know, some elevation issues. Luckily, we taxied right on down the road without nosediving. Wow, we're on a long final here. We're not even on the final because the little arrow thingies didn't pop up. But we're at flaps 20. I don't know why we went flaps 20 that early. Now see, if I was at flaps 20, this is in 24 now. If I was at flaps 20 at 90 knots, I would be getting flaps extended max speed blinks in a career mission where I'd be losing points. So I don't even extend to 10 degrees the flaps till I'm at or under 85 knots. I bet this is an interesting river to I don't know where it winds to, but nice windy river to an outlet. How exactly are we coming in? I thought we were coming in from the western runway. It looks like we're coming in from the eastern runway. But we haven't actually turned yet. Get back in the cockpit. Oh, what was it? It just says runway. I thought it was telling me the actual runway number. Unless we're already lined up, but like I said, we haven't gotten our glide path for final. Well, we also aren't tuned.
Foxtrot Mike November Charlie traffic Cessna 236 2 miles northwest inbound visual runway 11.
So, do we not have, because we're on visual? Huh. You know, people say use the mouse, which I forget to still do because I've played so long just using the controller. But it'd be really interesting to actually be hands-on. Granted, once you go real, you don't go back. Probably. No, there's plenty of real pilots that fly in the sim all the time. With that being said, I don't know if I'd ever get more serious than I already am in the sim. I just, there's things that I like about the sim that I could never do, of course, in real life, and that's pretty much just sit back and let the plane do its silliness. But again, I don't know. We haven't gotten me up in the air. I haven't been up in the air to try to figure out what I can and cannot do yet. So everything's on a let's see what will happen basis. How far out over the water are we going here? Alright, now we're turning. Man, this water looks too calm. But, you know, this is 2020. I don't think the wind affects how the water looks. I think the water always looks a little ripply. Ripply. Am I gonna join the group flight today or not? I usually don't join the group flight. Excuse me. I don't usually join the group flight. I don't pay for Game Pass. Because I'd only be doing 4 flights a month, and, again, I'm trying to save money. But there's usually a live stream. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. Nothing against the other people that do streams when the main person's not there, but, it's just not, it's not the same. What? Now we're turning back to the left? What do... Oh, wait, are we rocking? Because well, we're at 840 feet. You can't tell me we need to be rocking to keep slowing down. I said we were gonna go to a roughly 40-minute... That the flight was 33 minutes. But... because they went flaps too. I don't know where we're going.
Foxtrot Mike November Charlie traffic Cessna 236 is on base runway 11.
Ah.
Foxtrot
know
Mike
where we're
November
at.
Charlie
Okay.
traffic Cessna 236 is on base runway 11. Foxtrot Mike November Charlie traffic Cessna 236 is on base runway 11.
Yeah, we heard you the first 2 times. Co-pilot. My invisible co-pilot. Yeah, we're at the stall warning. What are you doing? Why are you going right? We need to be turning into... There we go. Now we should be on final. As we rock back to the right. How are we on base? Oh, we're on a long base, cause if we turn right about now, we're not on the final. The runway's not that way, so... At least I don't remember it being on. I would say we were on the downwind. Are we, Yeah, we're coming down in altitude. Now we're turning the final. We're still not
Foxtrot Mike
getting
November
our,
Charlie traffic
there we
Cessna
go, there's the glide.
236 is on final runway 11 to land. Foxtrot Mike November Charlie traffic Cessna 236 2 miles west inbound visual runway 11.
What do you think, folks? Should I take control? I will, but I can come out here. I said I would, but you know, they're kind of screwing around with stall warnings. my aircraft. Oh God. Alright, co-pilot's aircraft. Oh man. There's some wind going on, that's for sure. We'll see the whole landing rating thing. I bet you there was lots of crosswind there at the end. What are you doing? Yeah, 13 knots. Well, folks, we got a kamikaze co-pilot. Let's fly right into a building. I gave it back to him. We weren't supposed to be speeding up. Should have been taxiing, slowing down, taxiing, turning around, and going to the parking spot. Alright, so, let's just jump through our, and get to the next flight. Wow. There's never a safe flight with me. There's almost always a crash. Doesn't bode well for IRL, does it? Alright. Now, 2 days later. Alright, I want, yeah, low altitude. We're changing aircraft. Like I said, you guys might get tired of seeing certain aircraft, but this is the only one from the flight school that I can get my hands on to look at in the game, so this is our tail number. So I always, let's see, I need an N42 agent. I like the N0935Q. But we'll go N0157Q. Okay, N0, or it's supposed to be NO. 157Q. We'll find out here in a minute. I think it's NO 157Q. What is 0 look like in there? Yeah, it's 0. It's not O. Cherokee. CHEROKEE. And our second leg flight number is 4263. 42426 tree. Oh, wait, I just screwed that up. Alright. 426 tree. Alright. Got low IFR, which I'm not sure that this plane can IFR. Direct, automatic. Huh. I can pick a departure, huh? And we're on 23, right? I guess I can't really pick a departure. That's the... Other than direct. That's all there is. Okay. I love it. No options. It's just a straightforward 10-minute flight. Okay, so we're going from parking to parking. So we're going cold and dark, cold and dark. And then we'll probably watch that that stream I was talking about, and it starts in a half hour, hopefully. But I will get off here and plan tomorrow's flights instead of going outside and then coming back in and doing stuff, because it's way early. Alright. Now, I have to have IRL checklists because the game doesn't provide me any. And IRL checklists drive me crazy because I can't actually do everything in a checklist. So, let's see, master switch. Master switch? What's the master switch is my question. Man, it feels like it got warm in here. Alright, yeah. Anti-ice. Nav lights. I think I always forget to turn them on. Your phone and mic jacks. Magneto. Primer. Fuel selector. So, you're supposed to be able to open this. But I don't think they worked it. Now, you see that it looks like there's a door here. It kind of looks like there's a door here, we'll put it that way. IRL, there's only one door, and actually you can clearly see it here. My problem is trying to use a real thing, and then I'm not fine. I have no way to know exactly where it is. Fuel quantity. Master switch. then goes back off, flaps down, tack Hobbs time, walk around. You can't go for realism, obviously, with everything. Just doesn't work. That's our flaps. Mixture. Rich. Fuel. Well, what? That doesn't work. Battery.
Knoxville clearance delivery Cherokee 426 Tree IFR to 07 Tango November ready to copy.
Cherokee 426 Tree is cleared to 07
Nav lights
Tango
on.
November Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 2 tree right climb and maintain 3,000 feet. Departure frequency is 1 tree decimal 6 squawk 1704.
Cherokee 426 Tree cleared to 07 Tango November Airport as filed.
Okay.
Takeoff runway 2 tree
Primer.
right climb and maintain 3,000 feet. Departure on 1 tree decimal 6 squawk 1704.
Cherokee 426 Tree, read that correct. Contact ground on 121 decimal 9er. Good day.
Oh. Where's... I didn't even hear that. I did not hear that. And now, beacon lights could have been on. I thought it was the strobe light. And landing lights on. Alright. What? You didn't stay on. What did I do wrong?
Knoxville ground Cherokee 426
Did I
Tree
not-
with Alpha ready to taxi IFR.
Cherokee
didn't have...
426 Tree taxi to and hold short of runway 2 tree right. Contact tower
I-
on 121 decimal 2 when ready.
I didn't
Taxi
have
to and hold short runway 2 tree right Cherokee 426 Tree.
the, mixture up, I guess. That's probably what it was. Alright. So. Do we have taxi clearance? We have IFR clearance. Ground services. Go to clearance. Taxi to and hold short runway 23 right. Cherokee 426 Tree. Alright. Release the brake. I don't have my, handy waypoints here. Co-pilot's aircraft. Now they're just gonna sit here. Alright, fine. My aircraft. What is... Why is that taxi notification, like, in the middle of the taxiway? I was wondering why we weren't going. Brake was set. Alright, well... It looks like it's a quiet morning here at Tyson-McGee. I'm always saying Tyson, I'm always saying it backwards. McGee Tyson. Alright. Crossing runway 23 left. And we were definitely speeding on the taxiway. Ooh. Stop.
Knoxville Tower Cherokee 426 ready for IFR departure runway 23 right.
Cherokee 426 altimeter tree 0.02 wind 006 at 5. Cleared for takeoff runway 23 right.
Cleared 23 right.
Cleared for takeoff
Cherokee
runway 23 right Cherokee 426.
Alright, let's go. I don't... Okay, fine. I don't need you. Did I... I've lost throttle. What the heck? And clearly I can't do throttle from in here, can I? What's fighting me? Something's fighting me. Alright. I don't know it's fight. I think it might be all the assists. All the assists I have on. Alright.
Knoxville clearance
Co-pilot
delivery
aircraft
Cherokee
then.
426 IFR to 07 Tango November ready to copy.
Cherokee 426 is cleared to 07 Tango November Airport as filed. Takeoff
I might
runway
have to start.
23 right climb and maintain 3,000 feet. Departure frequency is 133.6 squawk 7714.
I might have to start
Cherokee
turning off assists,
4263
huh?
cleared to 07 Tango November Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 23 right climb and maintain 3,000 feet. Departure on 133.6 squawk 7714.
Cherokee 426 read that correct. Contact ground on 121.9er. Good day.
Knoxville ground Cherokee 426 with Alpha ready to taxi IFR.
Cherokee 426 taxi to and hold short of runway 23 right. Contact tower on 121.2 when ready.
It looks like it's gonna be a
Taxiing hold
crummy
short
day.
runway 2 tree right Cherokee 426 tree.
Did that give me wind direction? No, it doesn't. Let's see, can I get a METAR? Okay, I need to... How far down does this go? Okay, just... Okay, is that 360 degrees at 5 knots? There's a bunch of numbers in here I don't understand for the, METAR. I'm gonna assume that's 350 degrees at 0.5 knots. Why are we just sitting here? We're just sitting here. Okay. We are not doing cold and dark for our departure. I got it. Alright. No. We will do a full stop. I'm not reloading. I'm just gonna put this in. That's the arrival. And here's the departure. We want low altitude, IFR, and runway 23 right, Knoxville 7s, 23 right. Rest is all fine. Now let's go. You know, I said 23 right. Oh, good. I was gonna say, let's just hope it wasn't the 23 left. I think the left runway is used for the airliners, and the right runway is used for GA and military. There could be something wrong again. Okay, it's co-pilot's aircraft. Just because.
Skylab
Just
6-5,
because, okay?
Did you hear my last transmission? Clear to land runway 23 left Skylab 6-5.
23 left, Skylab.
Follow the generic on final. Wind 006 at 5. Clear to land runway 23 left. Clear to land runway 23 left Skylab 6-5.
We were on right. 23 left, Skylab. I hear Skylab, I only think military plane. So, Is there some actual military traffic coming in? I don't know why this 07 Tango Corntassel tag is on the screen, but there's some military planes sitting over here. Oh, the weird things that happen in these videos, I swear. The weird things that happen because of Copilot, and then
Contact Atlanta Center on 133.6.
that stupid
Good
thing.
day.
Going to 133.6 Cherokee 426 tree.
Ooh.
Atlanta
I
Center Cherokee
really-
426
well-
tree is passing 1,500 feet, climbing 3,000 feet.
Cherokee 426
Really?
tree, Atlanta Center altimeter tree is
That's the
0.02
light.
radar contact. Continue. Cherokee 426 tree, you are 17 miles northeast. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors visual runway 6 approach.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors visual runway 6 approach Cherokee 426 tree.
Can we do a visual approach? It's kind of nasty looking. I don't like that's stuck on the screen. I think that's a result of me not reloading the actual game. Which means before I work on getting tomorrow's flights, I probably need to quit and reboot a game. So, yesterday I did some flights. I did, we're going back to Corntassel. So, I did a flight seeing flight because I had to do flight seeing or skydiving missions to unlock the aerial advertising. So I did an flight seeing mission. I got what I needed to unlock the aerial advertising. And then I did a first flight mission from Corntassel because it's the only mission that was left. And so tomorrow we are going out to an airport near Palm Beach. I think we'll leave from Corntassel. We'll go back up to Knoxville. This is my thinking, and that's probably what I'm going to. We'll go back up to McGee-Tyson, and then we'll take an Allegiant flight. I don't know which aircraft I'll use. I'll have to look up, see how if I even have the aircraft in my library to use. But we'll do an Allegiant flight down to St. Pete's, Clearwater, and then we will fly across the state over to the airport where you do your aerial advertising unlock mission from. So I will probably do, without doing the travel to, will be us going back up to the McGee-Tyson. And then we will probably do, I'll probably do the travel to Clearwater, and depending what flight time I use, and what aircraft I use. I think that airport's big enough, we might take a turboprop from Clearwater. So Clearwater to whatever that airport is, over near Palm Beach, where we do the aerial advertising, will probably might be the whole flight without the travel to, but we've got 3 legs, and then I'm just gonna unlock that because I mean I'm not gonna be able to unlock that mission, but I'm gonna unfog the map in that area. And then, then I gotta see if there's other missions out of that same airport. There's, as of right now, there are no more missions at Corn Castle, but they could always be reloaded. I'm hoping to go back to Monroe County, where there's, I think, a first flight mission and then 3 different ferry flight missions. So I'm hoping to maybe have a day where we're not, I mean, I could take an actual break and not do this, but I mean, I hope I have a series of a few flights I can do, maybe tomorrow or even today. I just don't want to get too far ahead of myself and then forget that I forget to do something. So my landing light not on? Nope. No, that's fuel selector. Yeah, the landing light's on. All the lights are on. So interesting. How far? I wonder how far to Monroe County Airport we're getting on this.
Atlanta Center, Delta 1 Tree 74 Heavy Flight Level 280. Delta 1 Tree 74 Heavy Atlanta Center radar contact continue.
So this is the departure, the Knoxville 723 right departure. I probably should just done direct, because we're gonna go past Corn Castle and then turn around. So I technically increased the time of the flight. Which is fine. So it was gonna be a shorter stream than usual anyway. So, as a new Dungeons and Dragons player, I've been trying to research stuff, but the more videos I watch and the more stuff I read, the more confused I get. Only because let's see, I'm gonna be doing a monk character in my campaign, and so I was watching a video from last year about how to play a monk, and well, they went through the whole stat sheet, and the problem is I get overloaded. I learn so much, and I'm like, oh, I can do that, and I can do that. Now I'm like, I'm so confused. I just need to just start playing and figure things out as I go, cause oh my god. It's overload. You can't. I can't do that. I can't have like all the information and try to pre-plan my whole character's level increases. Based on how the campaign is, might be, you know, it's good to have an idea what your character can and can't do, but depending on how the campaign starts, might determine how I want to go. Now, my brother and I picked to go Stout, Halfling Monk. I'm not sure what my class is, and I don't necessarily have to pick that till I get to level 3, or my subclass. So, I don't know. How close to to Monroe County Airport are we going? Well, technically, we got. Okay. TN87 or Tango November 17, I believe, is a vintage field out in Sweetwater. So the approach was up there. Okay, I should not have picked a departure.
Atlanta Center, United 248 is passing flight level tree 70, climbing flight level 400. United 248
I should
Atlanta Center,
not
radar contact, continue.
have picked a departure. I should have just did direct. Because based on that pink line, we gotta come all the way back. So we're going all the way down here, then we gotta come all the way back. So we are flying over Monroe County airspace. In fact, it's probably where we're turning around. So, this flight was only supposed to be 10 minutes. It's gonna take us a lot longer than 10 minutes. Because of my stupid ass doing a departure. Oh. Yeah, you can tell these are one of those planes they didn't work, or someone didn't work on, because I'm outside the aircraft. Ooh, we can do the other way. Wait. How far can we go away from the aircraft? Is that as far as I can go? Nope. I'm still moving down. Wow. I'm that far away. It looks like I'm still moving down. Nope, I think this is the... Wait, well, we lowered a camera, folks. We're on a pole cam. There's Vintage Field. There's Monroe. So, yeah, we went past Monroe. Where are we going to then? If that's Vintage Field... Sweetwater is right here. We're pretty much going to Inglewood and then coming back. Oh my god. This flight is a lot longer than it needed to be now. Don't pick a departure when you're that close to McGee Tyson then. Alrighty. I wonder when this other stream is starting. I got a Twitch notification. What's my Discord notification though? Ah, okay. Right. Do I want to watch another one? So I want to watch a stream while I am streaming. If I put it on, then I gotta worry about you guys overhearing it, and I'd rather not potentially get dinged by YouTube for putting someone else's stream on mine. So this is an interesting way to look at things then. Is that's Vintage Field. Over there's, like I said, that's Sweetwater. Cub Haven, that's Nyota. So yeah, I think that's Inglewood. And like I said, then we gotta come all the way back. I don't know how we're turning back. I have no idea now. This is interesting. What's funny is we're this far away from the aircraft. Yeah, it sounds like we're still in the cockpit, because, well, technically we are, I guess. Because I'm not using drone camera. I'm not in external drone camera. I'm in the cockpit. Are we turning? It's kind of hard to tell. What did that say? Nyota. Yeah, see, we're tilting. So now we're turning back. Here, okay, now we got another waypoint. This is... And this isn't what I thought it was gonna be. There's McMinn County off to the right. Now, I don't know if that's the airport or just McMinn County. It's probably the airport. And
Cherokee 426 tree, contact Atlanta Center on 1 tree 2.05. Good day.
Going to 1 tree 2.05 Cherokee 426 tree.
Quite
Atlanta
smoky
Center
here in
Cherokee
the
426 tree
Smokies.
2,900 feet.
Cherokee 426 tree, Atlanta Center altimeter tree 0.09 radar contact.
Oh man. I don't know why we're making a radio call. Oh, maybe because we left, we went out of Knoxville approach. So here in about 2 minutes, we'll probably be recalling approach.
Cherokee 426 tree descend and maintain 2,900 feet.
Descend and maintain 2,900 feet Cherokee 426 tree.
I'm already below 2,900 feet. This is an interesting camera view. I will put us back in the default camera view before we land. Now, me with this camera view like I'm at, it is not a weird thing that it can happen even when the game's working good. The 07 Tango / corn tassel that's stuck on the screen nameplate is because there's something going on with the game. And then there's, Telco Plains Municipal Airport to our right.
12 miles at your 10 o'clock. Maintain present heading and altitude.
And Monroe County is towards our left.
Maintain
What am I
present
supposed to
heading
read?
and altitude Cherokee 426 tree. Cherokee 426 tree runway in sight.
Cherokee 426 tree, you are 11 miles southwest of 07 Tango November. Turn left heading 085.
Turn left heading 085.
How can you already
Cherokee
see the
426
airport?
tree.
We're like 10 miles
07
away.
Tango November traffic Cherokee 426 tree 11 miles southwest inbound visual runway 6. 07 Tango November traffic Cherokee 426 tree is on final runway 6 to land.
I could pull up ATC and we could land at Monroe County, but we gotta leave from, Corn Tassel anyway. Now that I got a dot on the screen, I can do some sightseeing. And I can point things out while we're down here. I can try to point things out, we'll put it that way. Wow, that's a trailer park, isn't it? Keyword, I can try and point things out. Right, this is Walmart. That green roof thing, that's called Sloan's Hardware Center. There's, I think, the Hardware Center, there's a few other shops in there. There still could be a restaurant, I'm not sure. This is, of course, downtown. This is Madisonville proper. Let's see. That right there is a Crystals, and that is a Walgreens. we're getting further away from the... Further away from 411 than I thought. I think I know what's right here, but I'm not quite sure, so... That is Sequoia High School. Where the dot is, okay? I'm interested to stay in this camera view as we land. But I think we would... I don't think the camera view would be very good, but... I can move it up as we... come down. Alrighty. We've lost sight of the highway a long time ago. Maybe I did or didn't. Trying to figure things out. There is a golf course. It looks like we're landing on one. But we don't. It really does look like we're landing on a golf course. Alright, so this blue roof thing is, Von Orr Elementary. I don't know if I should be... I just thought of that maybe I shouldn't be pointing out schools. I don't know. And here is Tellico Lake. That says Von Orr, but trust me, that's not. Von Orr's further that way than right here. This is the industrial park. Village. I think that's Tellico Village. So can I find out where? Oh my god, so we gotta go all the way out there and then turn around. Folks, should I stick with this whole flight? You know what? Oh, wait, where are we? Okay, we're turning back. Thank God. I was about to just skip to the final. So, these were two of these flights. These two flights were not supposed to be this long. So, where the hell is the bridge? I think that's supposed to be railroad. Yeah, that's supposed to be the railroad bridge. Alright, we should be starting to turn again soon. Well, we did do some type of movement, but not what I was thinking. I think this area where we're at, not here, but I think Rarity Bay, but I think Rarity Bay is part of Loudoun County, not Monroe County. And I don't know what any of these buildings over here in the industrial area are. Ooh. Oh, Delta Airline up there. This is a major highway. I don't remember if it's 68 or 75. I don't know. I don't drive, so I don't really pay attention. Other than, I believe, that building right there off to the left with this intersection, I believe that is McDonald's and Exxon. I'm just giving you guys a tour of
07 Tango November traffic Cherokee 426 tree is on base runway 6. 07 Tango November traffic Cherokee 426 tree is on base runway 6. 07 Tango November traffic Cherokee 426 tree is on base runway 6.
I heard you the first time. I don't know why they do that. Why did we get 3 radio calls there? Oh. Alright, so we're back at Highway 411. Excuse me. Hiccups, God. Hiccups are the last thing you want when you're trying to talk on the microphone in a live stream. I hit the wrong button there. But yeah, that's external view. This is inside the cockpit. God, the hiccups won't go away. Alright. We're on final, I believe.
07 Tango November traffic Cherokee 426 tree is on final runway 6 to land. 07 Tango November traffic Cherokee 426 tree 2 miles southwest inbound visual runway 6.
So, we're quite high, aren't we? No, we're not. But I mean, that says we're within the brackets. This looks like we're within the brackets. And I'm a good distance lower under the plane. Hey, look at that, there's a car. Yep. They did the same thing I did. I completely hit the sand trap every time I try to land here. Ooh! We're under the map, folks. That looks gross. There we go. You want to break the world, get an aircraft like this, pull your camera all the way down, and then, in cockpit view, and then, just stay there. You'll go under the map. 59 knots. Oh, that's, okay, so, 3 degrees from 325. Alright, there's the parking spot. Soon. Alright, well, thank you, folks. We went roughly 2 hours, didn't we? a lot longer than I thought. Oh, let's get back out to the main menu. Yeah, just shy of 2 hours, but like I said, I was expecting more like an hour and a half. Oh, these hiccups. So, again, our next trip will be from Corntassel down to the airport, where we do our aerial advertising mission from. Our first aerial advertising mission from. Like I said, I think we'll go up to Knoxville, and then Knoxville to St. Pete, Clearwater, and then head over to the airport. I might take a turboprop from Clearwater, but I don't know what the distance is to go across Florida. But I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.